And the third thing, the curves are increasingly exponential. My first book, some of you have my very first book, I see copied there, the hardbound. That came out in 1992 to 94. And the appendix in the back of that has about 30 or 35 of these graphs. And this, so I brought this here for you. Healthcare costs is $600 billion now. It's 4 times that, 2.6 trillion. So you'd have to go up to the ceiling. Volume of advertising is double, 125 billion to about 290 billion. Volume of junk mail hit infinity just last Thursday. You get junk mail through the mail and then check it on your computer. So those aren't true exponential curves, but they approximate exponential behavior. But futurists say nothing could go straight up. Not forever. Nothing could go to infinity in a finite world. So it has to break. It has to start turning. They call that the turning point, and a J curve goes to an S curve. So they're wondering, when are these things going to turn? These have not turned, have not started to break yet. And this is a scary curve. I've been giving talks on this, 7-hour talks for the last 20 years. I mean, we have to bend the cost curve here in healthcare. This is a massive, massive problem. The biggest domestic problem we've ever had. Those, however, are still not exponential curves, but this is. And this is the generalized phenomenon of more. Profusion is all the more that progress has given us. And I don't have time to explain it any more than that, but this is hyper-exponential. And that's an accurate curve. And we live at the top of that. So if you wonder why there's stress, if you wonder why there's speed and complexity and change and intensity, it's because of the math and because of progress, actually. The reason I want you to get into a little bit of these exponential curves is just to say that when things start going vertical like that, we lose the ability to really figure that out. I mean, it's going too fast for our intuition to understand. And so you just back off and don't really try to fully understand it. If you folded a piece of paper in half 40 times, how thick would that be? It would go from here to the moon. If you folded it in half 100 times, it would go to the far wall of the universe. I don't think your intuition gets that. It is true, though.